What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and what you should be looking out for the future. I'm also going to break down what's going on with the overall market and how this actually caused a big crash for today and what this means for the future. I'm also going to break down some important details for AI Day, which is tomorrow, and why this is going to be big for Tesla's share price and also Elon Musk. I'm also going to break down what Musk said about Tesla and AI Day as well, because he did have some big announcements that I really want to share with you guys, and it really gives you guys a good preview of what's supposed to happen for tomorrow. And before I break anything down about Elon Musk, before I talk about Tesla's share price, I do have to mention a couple of things before starting. Firstly, I'm not a financial planner. Don't take any of this as financial advice whatsoever. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. Not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull, the link down below, and deposit any amount of money into the account, you're guaranteed up to 12 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. And the best part is, any of these 12 free stocks could be a free Tesla share, a free NEO share, or a mix of all of them. It's a limited time offer. The offer ends in just one day. Check it out before they run out, as this is your last chance. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So Tesla was down almost 7% for the day. Now, what's very interesting about this is the SPY was down a little over 2%. The NASDAQ was down like, what is that, like 2.8%. So, pretty big hit. And on a normal day, Tesla would be down like 5.5, 5.8%. Instead, this thing was down almost 7%. So, that is a sign of weakness from Tesla's end. But what does this mean for the future, and why on earth is the market crashing like this? The real answer is there is no one reason. There are many things we have to consider when it comes to this. Firstly, we had a big confirmation of GDP that just came out, and it has been confirmed that the GDP shrank for the first half of 2022 in the USA. Now, this is accepted and objectively the sign of a recession, right? This means that we were in a recession for the first half of this year, and we probably still are in one. Now, no matter what people try to do to change the definition, it doesn't change the fact that the recession is here, and there are going to be big things to change in our economy because of it. Now, another thing that's very big is in Germany, they announced a 10% inflation rate for the annual year. So, very huge inflation all over Europe, especially in Germany. Not good for the financial markets as well, not good for many Feds and the USA. Looking at what's going on as well, we're seeing Bullard and lots of big Fed officials making some very important announcements. They keep on talking about how they're going to remain hawkish, do whatever they have to do, and how the markets may take some hits. They also mentioned that unemployment may also start to increase over the next couple of months. So they're preparing everyone for this. They're also mentioning the fact that they're doing what they have to do. But what I found very interesting about this is a lot of what they're saying is very redundant. So they're repeating the same points, but the market is just continuing to drop because we don't like the Fed being hawkish. So Bullard was speaking. I believe Brainerd is going to be speaking tomorrow as well. So many Fed speakers being so hawkish is not the best for the markets. When it comes to England, I believe this is the news right here. The Bank of England did something very weird. They basically wanted to print more money to really help the bonds markets while simultaneously raising rates to offset inflation. So it's pretty funny to see them actually announce this. Now, this could have been a catalyst for kind of like a dead cat bounce in the markets. We didn't actually see that. So, very interesting to see this actually happening. I just wanted to mention this real quick. Another big thing is the fact that the US weekly jobless claims hit a 5-month low. Now, the reason why this is bad is because of the fact that in the market, we are anticipating pain. The markets actually want to see unemployment start to go up. They don't like seeing strong job numbers, and they don't like the fact that jobless claims are just this low. The reason for that is because if we still see a strong jobs market, it would show that demand in our economy is likely going to remain high, especially when you account for the fact that gas prices are still going up throughout the USA. This is not the best sign for the markets because remember, bad news is good news and good news is bad news. At least that's just a saying that has massive truth behind it. The markets want pain. They want to see, weakness here and there to slow down demand, which will slow down inflation. Additionally, just real quick, in China, we are still seeing more lockdowns. The lockdowns are not actually done, and we're seeing Shenzhen. However, you say that, I apologize if I said that wrong. More lockdowns over there, which is also not the best of signs. Now, as far as Tesla goes, I'm going to quickly go through all this data and like the share price before I get into the AI day stuff. Right now, Tesla's a stock with a high PE ratio, but down here, you'll notice that the SPY was dropping pretty hard, and now Tesla is starting to come down a bit. And I do anticipate that the price price ratio might start to come down a bit, which would not be the best of signs for Tesla. As far as data goes, historically, Fridays tend to not actually be green days for Tesla as well. And considering we jumped pretty hard, a small bounce is completely normal, but my target is still more bearish than bullish for Tesla because when you look at the volume right here, you will see the volume was 77 million for Tesla. We're dropping on high volume, which is not the best of signs. This really shows the fact that we are getting a lot of selling pressure to come in, and the bears are gaining control over this stock. It's no surprise that the shorts falling percentage is starting to go up. It's currently at like 48%, or at least it was for yesterday. So for tomorrow, I anticipate this is going to push up even more as the bears are gaining control over this stock. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before I talk about the share price and then AI day is this right here. Tesla's deliveries may disappoint, according to an analyst who has cut his stock price target. So, once again, this is very important because big people out there like Alexander Potter are saying that they think Tesla's deliveries may not be the best. They're becoming less bullish on the stock, and they may have a point behind this, but it really depends on how demand is kind of like changed. For the future, because right now we are seeing demand slow down in China, and there is some speculation this will hurt Tesla. However, demand in the USA for these Teslas has not changed a whole lot or like as much as some people would have like thought. So there is still high demand for them. So that could offset this, but we'll have to wait for earnings to really confirm this. But as of right now, seeing news like this is not the best of signs. So I want to see how Tesla really kind of like adjusts to these changes. What adjustments do they make? How do they change their margins? Could they lower prices here and there depending on commodities? How will the rates affect them? I really want to see that data first before making any claims. But news like this is not the best, and that's part of why Tesla took a bit of a hit. So with all that information out there, what's going on with Tesla's share price? We basically gapped down very hard, and I was mentioning yesterday, if the markets did manage to like continue pushing up, because Tesla and the whole market, they were pushing up over the last couple of days. If we continued, we needed a clean break above 290 to get that big push. Now, my initial thesis was maybe Tesla would hold up pretty well going into AI day, then maybe take a big hit after that, right? But what ended up happening is we got the big hit much earlier. And I was warning everyone, this zone right here, this 288 to 290 zone tends to be a big rejection level for Tesla. And we tend to get rejected very close right there, especially as the bears start to pour in. You could see we had like a rejection very close to this range right here. We came back here, got another rejection, and then we came up here. Some people interpreted this as a sign of strength, which was very possible if the market held up. But because the market got that big rejection, which I actually mentioned the possibility of that happening yesterday, we got the huge rejection. Now, my thoughts initially was that Tesla's been holding up pretty well over the last few days. I thought Tesla would at least try to hold like 275, but I also mentioned to everyone if we broke below 275, then watch these zones and look at these key support zones right here. You could see Tesla touched my 270 level, it pushed up, then we had some like kind of like chop around 272. We traded sideways in this zone, and look, we broke right below 270. And I mentioned what I told you guys was if we break below 270, watch 265. What did Tesla do today? We came all the way down to 265. We got a small bounce and closed at 268. So these zones really do work. I want to talk about the future zones in a minute, but I want to talk about something else. So Tesla actually has we actually broke below this like upper trend, and we have a gap all the way down here around that 250 zone. So it's looking to me like Tesla's starting to head very close to this gap area, and we might actually fill the gap relatively soon, taking Tesla down to the 250s. Now, if this thing does end up breaking below 265 and we can't hold 260, then 250 is definitely possible, and this thing will go for that gap fill, in my honest opinion. This looks like a giant distribution schematic right here, which is a sign that's pretty bearish for the short term. But As we approach midterms, like I said, by mid to late October, that's where things could really start to improve. At least historically, they tend to do that. Until we get to like mid October, we still likely have room for more blood. So as a result, guys, I'm net bearish on Tesla. It looks like this thing is going to continue to drop. We could push up a little bit tomorrow for some relief because of AI day. But after that, guys, we could see a big drop again. I'm going to show you exactly why. So here's the big thing that's coming out. Electrek actually they reported a really nice article about AI Day. I recommend reading this one. Elon Musk sets expectations for AI Day 2. What they mention is the fact that there's all this talk about Tesla's Dojo supercomputer, their big Tesla bot, and things like that. I personally think that they're going to announce some great things about future innovations, big projections, and the robotics they really want to work on, big innovations being made to the full self-driving technology, and also big specs involving the Dojo supercomputer and its ability to learn things. Now, when it comes to Tesla bot, however, my expectations are not high, and that's where a big issue emerges, guys, because Elon Musk said something, and it's very important for everyone to know. So, firstly, Electrek mentioned, let me just show you what they said first. I'm going to transition to Elon Musk. They mentioned the fact that the media and many analysts, what they do is they set the bar way too high. They make it seem like Tesla's about to unveil this like perfect AI that's like so intelligent. It could like run, do all these things. And I don't really think Tesla's gonna unveil it that quickly. I think it may take them many months, many years to actually have a full-on AI humanoid robot that actually does the things that they're trying to say. And I also believe that if you set expectations too high for all these things simultaneously, they may not make the company look good, to be as honest as possible. That doesn't mean Tesla's not good. I'm trying to say that Tesla has amazing potential. Their deliveries are going to be amazing. I'm super bullish long term. But if you're constantly making these unrealistic expectations on a daily basis, it may lead to some pain for the short term. And here's one of the main reasons why. Elon Musk noted something in response to this, and he lets everyone know that this event is meant for recruiting AI and robotics engineers, so will be highly technical. So this event is not about Tesla providing this like new robots that can do everything that's basically a human that in the form of a robot and all these crazy things. The event is mainly meant for recruiting engineers to really talk about the technical aspects of their robots, learn new things. I mean, that's the main goal that he's trying to let everyone know. He also mentioned this right here today, as well as advanced chip and supercomputer engineers for next gen training and inference. So once again, they're trying to recruit more engineers. They're talking about the big technological innovations. They're going to be talking more about what the supercomputer can do and what it should do for the future. As far as the Tesla bot goes, their main goal, as it seems, is to get more engineers on board to work on it. I don't necessarily think they have a new prototype ready. And if they do, I'm not sure it's going to be like extremely advanced or as advanced as it could be over the next couple of years. So you have to note this because the problem is the expectations are so high. People are so excited. If Tesla gives good results, but not the like super unrealistic results people are looking for, it may lead to some people becoming unhappy, some pain for the stock price, unfortunately. Musk also noted, I think he's stated this right here, pretty much AI slash robotics engineers who understand what problems need to be solved will and what will like what they see will like what they see. Sorry about that. So his main point is the fact that they're trying to recruit more employees, they're trying to find more engineers, they're trying to work on solving problems. That's his main point. It's not an event about them showing off the latest robot or like some crazy humanoid Star Trek type or R2D2 or anything crazy like that, but I'm sure you guys get my point. So the main thing here is tomorrow I'm hoping that the market bounces just a little bit and tries to push up just a little bit, but we could see more blood and we could get a big rejection after a slight bounce. And to open, I think Tesla could push up a bit. Let me just show you some key levels to really watch for. Tesla could push up just a little bit, but we're going to have a lot of resistance at 270, 272, 275, and then finally 280 if we do manage to push up here. I don't really see Tesla pushing that hard. Maybe AI Day helps it, but then after that, we do have potential to get a big rejection and start coming down. So the key levels to really watch for is that 265 zone. Right now, that is trying to hold Tesla up. If that fails, I'll be watching for that 260 to 258 zone. And if that breaks, if Tesla breaks below 260, it's very likely we come all the way down to 250 to fill that gap. So please be prepared for that, guys. We could get another major drop if this thing can't hold 260. Another thing that's worth noting is going into AI day, maybe Tesla's share price pushes a bit. All right. We could get a nice push to like 275, maybe 280. Maybe that happens. I wouldn't be too excited because after these big events, because of the super high expectations, the market could actually take another big hit on like Monday or later on. And as a result, Tesla could actually see another big hit and eventually come all the way down to 250, all the way down here if we break below 260. Now, my target personally is seeing Tesla fill the gap. It seems very likely we're going to come down here. Now, I don't know if we're going to bounce first, get like a really nice bounce in the beginning before we get another big rejection, or if we just start to just crash from here and just start crashing all the way down to there. So we'll have to wait and see, guys. The important thing to do is watch the market, watch your levels, remain calm, cool, and collected, and get ready for tomorrow. It's going to be a big day for Tesla when it comes to fundamentals, hiring engineers, and please watch for what they really announce because who knows, maybe they have a humanoid robot that could do a lot of really cool things. Once again, I wouldn't get my hopes too high, just to be as realistic as possible, but if they do, huge congratulations, that could be amazing. But I'm not entirely confident it's going to really help the share price soar, at least just for tomorrow or maybe like the day after, the trading day after. So I would remain very cautious, very pragmatic, and do what you have to do. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for listening. Remain calm, cool, and collected. And once again, I'm not necessarily a shill or someone against Tesla. I'm super bullish long term. Their deliveries are fantastic, their technologies are fantastic. I'm very bullish for everything they're trying to do, from the full self driving technology to developing a humanoid robots in the future and all those things. It's just that for the short term, the market is just not the best, and this will have an effect on Tesla. Anyways, thank you for listening. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Tesla to the moon because the long term future is still incredibly bright, and peace out.